So the prototype will be a little bit faster to the one we have on the Zoom meeting yesterday. So I forgot to turn on the record till we finished, and I'm about to, okay, let me just send this video to the group, and I can't find that. Okay, so let me start the connection, because the storage when it comes to this particular recording is more than the one we expected to have on the Zoom. And let us know that this will be fast. So the section of yesterday is about 40 minutes, 30 minutes for the class, 5 minutes before, 5 minutes after, wait for a kind of little discussion. So in the first week, we have always been using the design panel on the properties. So but today we'll be going down to the prototype section. Let's do the connection of this. Whenever we pick a particular frame, when prototype, we will notice a particular dot. So from every angle, every object, everything that we are selecting inside any frame, even the whole frame, there will be dot all around. So you can do a quick connection just by dragging and connecting to the frame next to it, or anywhere we have the frame. So we can connect it as from that place, and we can also connect. If I select the second frame, I can do a particular connection. Instead of me dragging and connecting, I can connect from here. So I'll just plus on tap. We have on tap, on drag, moving press, and the more we dive in and we are using several of these, we have a better understanding rather than just divining what is hovering, what is this, what is that, and so on. So this will be using on tap. Whenever this is tap, this particular button, so now action is set to none. So we expect this to navigate to any particular screen we select. We can click the destination, though every frame we have in this design is listed out here. So but we are connecting this to the onboarding screen 5. So you see it is connected directly from here. So we have different kind of action that we can use, but for this one we'll be using Smart Animate. Smart Animate is out. Let's pick bounce, connect, and as I've connected on the first one before, we can quickly do that because we have all of these arranged side by side. Can connect it that way. So we're using Smart Animate as well, we're using bounce. But with this, we'll not be using bounce. So for those that are not in the class, I want to make it very quick and sharp. We can use this to be gentle. Let's pick that. And we are connecting this last. So whatever we are connecting is what we are selecting. We are not selecting the whole frame. So we are connecting this to this screen. And then this one's not a Smart Animate. Okay, we can have it as Smart Animate because we have something in common. We have button in common, and let that be quick. Okay, and so let me use this to explain instance. Let me use this one to be an instance for the sake of those that are not in the class. Let me choose this to be instance. Then I will. So now selecting this frame, I'm bringing out our phone on the screen like this so that we can be testing as we are doing it. Let me disconnect this first. Whenever there is no connection, if you click any part of it, this thing won't. So we are clicking this screen, so nothing is happening, it's not going anywhere. So now let's do that connection back. Okay, I've connected it to that particular screen. I click because the connection is for the whole frame. Wherever you click on the frame, will be responsive. So that goes to the next one. Now we see that this is an instant. The animation is an instant. So immediately we click, nothing changed, we just move to the next screen. But these ones are in Smart Animate. You see how it bounces. So immediately you click, it will bounce because we set it to bounce. Always remember that we pick bounce. So we see that the circle at the background is doing the movement over here. As you can see, we see it to the top screen and also to this particular screen. But let's do a quick something here to see it very well what I'm talking about. Then let's shift this to this side, that to the top. Okay, now let's go back to the first screen. So immediately we select. So with this, we notice a quick shift when we get to this particular place. As you can see that the logo at the top also is now bouncing because we make a little shift, and that's the work of Smart Animate. When you're having the same thing, whether reduced in size, more enlarged in size, or so far that thing is having the same thing. So that's when we can be using Smart Animate that will animate that particular thing to shrink to that particular size or to grow to a particular level when we have it in the particular screen, or move to any side we have that thing. You can see the circle at the back here as it's moving, and we see the logo at the top as it is bouncing. So that's the work of Smart Animate, and you can see this button as well. Now let's go back to the first screen to explain as well. Because this particular connection is in instant, whenever we click it just bounce or go to the next screen instantly. So now let's choose Smart Animate, then we'll pick Gentle. Now we'll see how the movement of this particular logo will be. Immediately we click, so you can see now that the logo also is now moving because we're having that particular logo size in another screen, the next screen. So immediately you click, the logo will shift to a particular size. So that's the work of Smart Animate. Now let's do the connection of all of these together as well. Design welcome screen. So we don't have much here. This is just an explanation of how the thing is moving. So I won't talk much about Smart Animate again. So for this particular screen, this first one we have it as a bigger or something, but when you get to this screen, it is smaller. So let's connect the frame to the next frame. Okay, let's leave it as Smart Animate Gentle. We need that. But the explanation of what we have in this particular screen is that when the person is signing in, so the person forgets to add the COM to complete the com. So then the person eventually press go to connect to this particular screen. That's when we're having this error screen. So here we don't need Smart Animate here. Let's choose dissolve. So we just dissolve gently. Then here the person will have to retype that particular email to complete it. So next to this screen, you know we are not connecting the button here. So we'll be connecting with respect to what the user is expected to press. So this is what you are supposed to press, this is what you are supposed to press. Next. So also when we want to connect this, we'll be connecting the go button because the person is expected to press to launch or to move, okay, start or enter to go to the next screen. So this person is connecting to the next screen now, the sign in screen. So the connection we have is nothing much. Just connect it just like that. Now let's test everything. We connect the whole frame here, which is not supposed to connect the button. So let's remove this connection. So we are connecting this sign in button to this screen, and we'll be connecting dissolve as well is good. Then we'll be connecting this sign up button to this sign in screen, the first one we are having here. So as you can see, I'm connecting it like this. So that's why I've made that kind of arrangement to make it very easy to connection. This is also in dissolve and gentle, that's fine. You can click on this, we see as the movement goes. Okay, then we are expected to press the go something. So immediately you are pressing any other part like this, you see it is indicating that you are not expected to press that particular place. So you have to press here before you can see the next screen. Now we'll be pressing on the go. Then we have our sign up screen. Then let's connect this the one at the bottom here as well. So for the sign up process, it is just a movement from here. Whenever the person has this particular screen, the person has entered our password, then the person will select this eye icon to be able to view what have I entered, is it the correct password or not. This will take the person to the next screen to be able to see, okay, this is our password. So from here the person will press the button to ensure, okay, my password is correct. Connect the button to this particular place. We have this as dissolve gentle. Let's take this to be easy. Okay, then we have the OTP screen. This will just display the person's password. The person and click the button to get OTP. So after getting the OTP, dissolve is in, choose is out. Okay, after dissolving to get the OTP, the person we always wanted to complete the password 77. Click on this particular piece. This won't be the button to connect, and we can play around every options we have from this aspect of animation. So with this particular design, majority of everything that we are doing will be navigating to the next screen. So navigate to, we don't have back and other options yet, we don't have change to. So using navigate to, so on tap, yes, on tap and navigate to. but this animation aspect and curve and duration, you can increase the duration. So if you increase the duration, this will make it more slower. If you reduce it, this will make it more faster. There is nothing much about that. But this dissolve, that we have instant dissolve, move in, move out, put, slide in, slide out. You can play around with all of that to see how this is working. So, and everything we have here, you can be choosing it one by one to test it out. So then after this, we'll be connecting the button to this particular screen. The person will have to fill his or her name, the whole of everything, connect this to particular screen. Then the person completing the verification process will connect it back to sign in. So the person will be signing in for the first time. After you sign up, you have to sign in. So this, let's pick easy and out, back. Okay, now let's give that a test. Starting from here, let's start from the sign up screen. You do some kind of movement through the sign in and the welcome stuff. Now this will be clicking that place. It won't work. You are expected to click this eye icon to be able to display the password. Okay, this is the password. Then you click on sign up. You go to the verification process, the OTP. Okay, get OTP, then you fill in your details. Everything has been filled. Then you click on complete. You move to the first screen. There we next. Okay, so here the balance and the menu. In this place, we will be connecting the menu and the balance screen together. So this will be connecting this arrow bike icon to this particular screen. Okay, so we have been using dissolve. We have mentioned instance, dissolve, and smart animate. I've mentioned these three, but now we'll be using moving and move out for the two. Okay, if this is moving, is in and out bounce, we don't need that. Let's pick it to be gentle. Then this hamburger menu icon. So hamburger menu, we are connecting this. Okay, then this will be ease out, move out, sorry, gentle. Now let's test what this will give us. Okay, what are we having? This is not what that's supposed to be having. Okay, then let's check the connection again. So check this. How does this respond? This is not what is supposed to be moving. So then let's change this to move out this direction. Then test. Okay, we have the two of them moving sideways. Alright, then this is supposed to be this direction. So this is how you'll be testing everything out. Okay, I think one of it is correct. This is correct now, but the one we have at the back is not yet correct. This is ease out and going to this side. So let's take this out. So the hamburger menu, then let's change the hamburger menu to ease in. Let's leave it at that direction first. Let's take that out. This is not absolutely correct. Let's take this direction. Okay, well, I think we have what we are supposed to be having. Okay, this is gentle 80 moving. Okay, the movement. So let me increase this movement so that we can understand when I'm talking about you. This is 800 now. Let me change it to 2000 milliseconds. That's 2 seconds. So immediately you can see, I've increased one, the other one is still 800. So if I come back here to do the same thing, so change the milliseconds to 2000 as well. Okay, 2000 milliseconds. The two will be moving slowly, so you can see. So you can play around with that as well. See the movement. Okay. So with this that I've explained, I think this is where we have stopped in the Zoom section yesterday, and the remaining connection we're having over here is given us an assignment that we should go and practice and do the connection ourselves. So I've been using this on the screen so far since. So we can also use this preview button over here. So is either we pick it from here to have that, or you click the other one, preview as slider, will load it in another open tab, new tab. So let's give it time to load. Okay, so we can start also from here. So we can see the whole screen like this. You can start clicking and checking things out. So whenever we are done, so I've decided to take the sign in part. So I won't be seeing the sign up before editing my balance screen. So you can see I've not even connected this. I've not even connected this particular button. So this is expected to be connected to this particular screen. Just like that. Don't use moving. The sub should go fine. Gentle or slow. Slow is okay. Then let's go back and check. So you can move a step backward. So go next. Alright. Then we test the, you see how slow this is because we put it at 2000 milliseconds, which is 2 seconds. Okay. So all of that screen, let's do well to connect that. So and I will still attend to 2 questions that was asked. So, let me quickly do one of the questions that we can connect to any part. Okay, as we have these two together, you can see how far this is. See the connection. Even this can be somewhere here. You see that the prototype connection is still there. You see, wherever you put it, the connection will still work. So the reason why you must arrange things properly is just for easy presentation. You know you are going to be presenting it to others, even for better explanation, and arrangement is the key. That's just it. Arrangement is the key. Arrangement is the key. Arrange things properly when you want to explain to others, they'll be able to get. But that doesn't affect the prototype connection anyway. Anyhow, you can connect to anything. Even if you are back to your design, the line will not be there. So nobody will know whether anything is. It's only when you get to your prototype, the connection will be seen. So let's do well to connect the remaining part of the prototype, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screen. So I'll still send the guide on the connection and the part that needs to be connected